Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, good morning from Las Vegas. We are making breakfast today with Annette over there. And she didn't want steak today. Today she just wanted bacon. Bacon and eggs is what she wanted today. So I was gonna do a little bacon, get that going. And then we'll make a nice little omelet with some toast. That'll be a nice way to start the day. Okay. Let's get that thing going there. All right. There. Take this guy.
I'll take this.
Okay. All right. How's everybody's day going? You guys having a good Easter Sunday for those who celebrate? That's good. All right. Good morning, Mama Sneak. I'm just making a little breakfast for everybody. We'll do a little saute the onions, and then we'll add some mushrooms and cheese to that. Okay. Yeah. I think what we do here would be tomato. Got this organic tomato. Hi, hey, Tiffany Leanne. Como estás? Como estás usted? Man, this guy's got a big core. Yeah, there. Got it. Okay. Now then, we'll do a little of this, a little of that. Hold on. Got bacon over here going. Can't forget about that. And then let's go ahead and put a little avocado in here. Got a little organic ava. Hey, guten Morgen. Guten Tag. Hello, my German friend. How is life in Germany today? Are you celebrating Easter Sunday with your family? Is that something you guys do there? Or is that, I mean, I know some people do there, but, you know, I mean, never mind. Religious holidays always make it kind of awkward, you know. Like, do you say, what do you say, you know? So we're going to do this, do that, do some mushrooms. That'll be good, right? Cut. Let me set the bacon. Actually, while that's doing that, I'm going to start on Joy's organic beef here. So some beef nibblers for Joy.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah. We're going to do a couple everything bagels with these today. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Fresh tomato in your eggs in it? Or do you hate tomatoes?
Yeah, good.
It'll be okay for eggs? Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. That's looking pretty good. You're going to use that for the topping.
All good.
Yep. Then, listen, Mama Snoop is playing to them. It might not look very pretty, but it tastes good. Tell them. Tell them it's good. They're going to love it. Then I'm going to add a little cheese here. I like to get the shredded cheese. Sorry, I was looking for my scissors. Thanks, Mama, dude. Okay. So we've got cheese right here. Got everything set. Now, back over here. And then you look nice today.
Oh, thank you.
All right. All right, all right, all right. Next up, let's look on the edge. There, the toasters came off. Now, we're doing a fancy big ol' olive. Hola! You get some coffee? Well, you're welcome to come cook if you'd like instead of me. I got other shit to do. If you'd like to cook instead of me, you can do it. I got stuff to do. I mean, it creates smoke. You don't like it? Okay. You know, you have to kind of watch yourself when you complain on someone's cooking your breakfast. All right. This is the oil we like to use. This one here. And now we're going back to our prep work. Right there. And now we have all this ready to go. So we do the onions first. And then we'll do the other stuff later. So you want to get the onions, because onions are bitter, right? You burn your eyes when you cook them. So yeah, probably what she's complaining about, there's a bunch of seasonings that are on this thing here. That create, you know, when the seasonings burn off, they create a lot of smoke. So we saute the onions because when you apply heat to onions, what happens is chemical conversion occurs. The bitterness actually turns into something sweet. And in fact, if you keep doing it enough, it'll caramelize. You've heard of caramelized onions? That's when they, you know, they're fully like have all that bitterness is turned to sugar. Now, mind you, we're on a keto diet here, so that's why we don't eat a lot of onions. But if you're okay with the sugar content, which isn't very much on an onion, you have to look it up. Then this would be an excellent way to go. Annette loves onions. Okay. Next up, we're gonna do the. I've got this stuff over here. We'll do this right here. All right. Good morning, Gloria.
Good morning, Mr.
How are you feeling today? Good. Now let's season this with some of the stuff that Joy likes from up there. A little cayenne pepper. A little smoked paprika. A little black pepper. Again, we use McCormick Culinary, not McCormick Standard. The Culinary was, I think, the spices taste better. La 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 la. Okay, Daddy. Take that to Joy. Thank you. Now, these are done. So now let's butter the toast. Don't worry, Gloria. I'll do that. Let me just leave that. I'll get it. I got it. Yeah, just leave that. I'll do the dishes. Go sit down and enjoy your coffee. Yeah. Happy Easter. We're making a nice Easter brunch for you. You're welcome. Would you like to go to church today?
I don't feel like it.
Okay, good. Neither do I. Okay. But if she wanted to go to church, I would totally be willing to go. Annette, what about you? Church today or no church?
No, all right.
She's good on the no church. Okay. We're going to do Easter Sunday at home today with the family. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Appreciate it. We use Carapelli organic extra virgin olive oil. Okay. You want me to heat that up for you? Is it hot?
I don't know for sure. I think it's kind of warm.
Let me heat it. Not bad. That's pretty good. This will be fine. I can get it hotter if you want. Here, give it to me.
Yeah, put it in the freezer.
This will be real fast. Gloria's using her Gloria cup. I can't remember who sent that to us, but Gloria loves this cup. We accidentally broke the handle on it, but okay. Now what we'll do is let's do a little once these look nice and soft, now we can add the egg mixture. So now we got our eggs in there. Okay. Now the eggs are cooked. So we use our RSBST free cheese. This will make it nice. Oh, and then Mom's coffee's ready now. Okay, so now we got the coffee coming out. La 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 la. Thank you for hitting those likes, guys. We're gonna make it a little bit harder.
Yeah. Alright.
I need a metal tool for this one. Oh, here, you can see. Annette, where did you walk to today? All the way to Buffalo again? And how long did that take you? A couple hours? That's Mom's coffee. Is it hot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
You can't touch it? I put it in there already for you. Yep, I did. I put this in here. This has sweetener in it. You don't need to put the sugar if you put the coffee mate in it. Don't put both. Oh, sorry. I heated it up in the cup. Yeah. It'll cool down in a minute. Here. Here you go. There you go. Wonderful. Perfect. You're very welcome, Gloria. All right, this is pretty good. Done. Now let's get a little piece for Gloria. Some bacon, eggs for Gloria. That's for Mom. Give her fork and everything. And this will be for Nettie. She gets a power breakfast. She walked for several hours this morning. So she's got the power breakfast. Probably could have got away with like 6 eggs, but the problem is the pan is so big. Let's see what you like there. What would you like to drink?
Coffee.
Coffee. We have coffee. You're very welcome. Okay. Oh, hey, Survival. How's it looking at?
Good.
Okay. All right. All right, guys, let me see. I'm trying to think if I want to do mine now or if I wait on that. Let me get rid of this. This is extra. You don't need this. High solar fields. All right. Well, happy Easter. Okay, now I think I'll do my burgers. You know, they're not sliders. I made nibblers earlier. These, I like to call these just regular beef burgers. They're a little bigger. All right, letting that thing cook. Whew, quite the day. I'm just waiting for the burgers to cook and then we'll migrate on. A 20-minute sparkling session. Thank you, I think. I'll say you're far from perfect. Well, I won't argue with that. But I watched the way you help take care. Well, you know, I mean, I'm not going to say I do that very good either, but I am here, you know, and I think showing up is like 90% of it, you know. You know what I mean? That's why when people say, hey, it's like it's cool when you like you know, your dad's off or people off and making money. That's great, but you're spending like 90% of your time with other people, you know, and just your presence. I mean, I know, you know, I'm not perfect. I mean, you're probably, you know, whatever. But the thing is that just by being around, I mean, you do get better, and people get better, and people get happier. I mean, or we don't. But either way, even if things get fucked up, at least we're together, you know? Because I've been the lonely millionaire. I've been that guy. I've been like in Manhattan by myself. It sucks. And Joy can tell you more about it. Like when she used to go there, she would see what I like you know how you have like a alternate life, like in that Christmas Story. You know, she sees that every day. She sees these guys who just basically just live by themselves, have so much freaking money, they don't know what to do with it. They're so lonely, and it's an epidemic. So you know what we're trying to show here, what I've been trying to show here from day one, is while we're not perfect, we do show up, we do stick around, we do hang out, you know, and we have breakfast together, don't we, Annette?
Yeah.
How's it going over there? Annette has had a really good breakfast today because we made the eggs and we made bacon. And normally we have steak and eggs, but today she wanted something a little different. That's right, Public Enemy. That's absolutely right, you know. And my wife, you know. So I've got these are things that, like, you guys know I didn't get married till late in life. So these are things that I was not, you know, I was focused on. I was a good soldier. I made a lot of money for a lot of people. But at the same time, I didn't take care of my own stuff. I mean, I always put work in front of my family, always. And that's just the way I was taught. And that's why they liked me. There, you go do that. I was like, okay, great, no problem, man. I got nothing going on. Send me wherever you want to send me. I'll go. And I would. And but then when I got there, I realized I was by myself. So that's when I learned, like, hey, man, what good is being the number one winner and sitting on the castle on the hill, this huge freaking place, if you're totally by yourself? I'd much rather be down in the slums, man. I'm not kidding, and I've lived that. I'd rather be down in the slums with the people singing songs, just like in the Titanic movie, you know? I'd rather be downstairs with Jack, partying down there, playing music, dancing, singing, you know, if the ship is going to sink, it's going to sink. I'd rather be down there than upstairs, like, pretending we have all these rules and watching. You remember the scene? You know the scene I'm talking about, where they had the lunch and Jack came to lunch and they made kind of he didn't know what to do with the forks and stuff, and then he dropped some witty stuff and they all thought it was cute. But the thing is that, you know, he was from the underworld. They literally went downstairs and they hung out with the people because it was more fun. You know, people upstairs, they were always talking about money, greedy, always, you know, just boasting about themselves. He didn't like that. I would say you're blessed to have all that. Oh, I would agree with you. I don't deserve this by any means, so that's why I owe to the universe. Constantly, I am constantly, you know, in debt. So that's what I do now. I do not what I particularly would want to do, but I've aligned what I want to do with what the universe would want me to do. But left to my own devices, like without that sort of guidance, then what I would do would be much more selfish and much more self-seeking. And so, and these are changes. I mean, these aren't just words. You see, I've lived that. And you can also see that over time, like our level of happiness, you know, like you see our videos, you go back like 10 years ago, see if we were, I mean, even though we might have looked fine and we were younger and we were dancing around, but did we seem happy? A lot of you were saying, you know, have a lot of opinions on how we were doing. So I think it lines up. I'm agreeing with you guys. And now I cook every day. I cook for 3 different people. And I kind of love it. I always flash back to my restaurant days, you know, a lot of that training. I worked in it was a 5-star, 5 diamond, okay? And those are Michelin stars. And the diamonds came from, I can't even remember where those came from, but there's only like 17 restaurants. How was it? Good. There's only, you throw whatever you want away. I'll eat the bacon though.
All right.
Good. That was pretty good though, huh? Hey, Petri Sage. Did you get the notification today? Or did it come through Discord? All right, the whole crew's here. You gotta step away from the stove. It gets too hot over there after a while. Oh, you love the song Mom's playing? Road to do. La 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 la. Hey, White Dove, good morning. Good morning. I'm just finishing up making breakfast for the ladies, and now I'm making my burgers. And then I'm going to eat that. And then I'm trying to decide what to do today. We were talking about maybe Joy wanted to go to church at 10:30. But then I talked to the ladies, and they're not really into that. So then I'm thinking maybe we go to the pool today. That may be fun for everybody. What other things we got to do? We could go down to the strip, and I've been doing quite a bit of footage on the strip. I've been working on my other channels, and so because there's a lot of stuff going on here in Vegas, they're building a new A's baseball stadium right on the strip, and they've got a brand new casino. Well, they're remodeling a casino, but they're building a new tower where the casino was. They're tearing down the old casino, and they're not tearing it down, but they tore a lot of it down. The Mirage, where the volcano was. Right where that was, they're putting out, and it basically bends out into the strip. So when you look down the strip, it looks like it's sitting in the middle of the street. There's a huge guitar-shaped hotel. It looks like a guitar, like a hard rock guitar, and it just shoots up to the sky, and it sits right in the middle of the street. So I'm documenting that. I'm also documenting the Las Vegas A's baseball team coming to Las Vegas. So they're building a stadium right where the Tropicana used to be. So where the Rat Pat used to hang out, they're going to have baseball. Isn't that weird? Yeah, you love smoking. That's true. Rich loves social media. That's true. Oh, come on. Here, take them on. Have you eaten yet? Joy's going to come join you guys for 5 minutes, okay? Let me get my burgers off now. Burgers coming off. Okay. All right, guys. Let's go find Joy. Beautiful music.
Yeah, it is.
Hola.
Go get the light going that way, and then I'll be there.
Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Don't turn off the air conditioning though when I'm cooking because it gets too hot over there. Okay, I'll put your microphone right here. Okay. wanted to. It makes sense. Forgot about that. Okay, no worries. Well, good.
Yeah, so it all makes sense. That's the same. Okay, I'll get it. All right. Hello, everybody. Oh, I need the mic. Where's the mic? Where's the mic? Oh, there it is. I found it, everybody. Hold on, you guys. I'm just getting the light. You'll always be a fan. Have you heard that song? I think it's called "You'll Always Be a Fan" or something. I like that song. Okay, here. I'll kind of show you guys. Just go down here and try to get this thing out of here. Hello, everyone. That's not it. We have this box of cords. We have to put everything up here because Casper. There it is. Okay. That's what I need. So it's a mess. So what we have to do is we have to. Casper's my bunny. Go like this, and then I have to go this over here. Otherwise, he'll come chew on the cords. He doesn't bother if it's up, but if it's on the floor, oh, he gets in everything. He's got our remote last night. He's chewing on the remote. Third remote, he's done that too. See? There you go. And then... It's an effort to get this stuff going around here. Okay. Hello, everyone. See what you guys can see. What are you looking at? Oh. Push it down a bit. All right, can you get this angle going?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there. Alright, there we go. There's some water. Okay, you guys like my chair? It's my birthday chair.
Yeah,
I'm not showing anyone or anything, right? What do you guys think of my little serenity area over here? Yes, it is. You guys see my little... This is my little prayer room little area. Happy Easter, everybody. I'm a little bear. He'll sit with us. You know, we were going to go to church this morning. We thought about it. Oh, I got my nails done. I know, you guys are like, Joe, I got a nail. You know, honestly, I didn't want to, once again. And I'm complaining about them because I'm like, I can't do this. I can't get my jewelry on. I'm like so irritated about it. I'm like, this is ridiculous. This morning it took me about 15 minutes to get my necklaces on. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is the... But it looks pretty, so that's good. My friend, she wanted to take me, and she paid for it, because, you know, I won't. If there was anyone, like, that's why I said, when people back in the day were like, oh, let's get your nails done, I said, put the money somewhere else. That makes more sense, you know. But this was I couldn't have her like, no, let me give me the money instead that I could use for something else. So it was like, all right, fine. And she really wanted to take me. But man, everyone always like pushes me around, and it gets irritating to me. So I'm dealing with a little bit of irritation right now, because even when I got my nails done, like the guy like would not let me choose what I wanted for my nails. I was like, I don't understand this. Like it was the weirdest thing. Like I was like, because he would ask me, and then I would tell him, and he'd say no. I'm like, no, I'm doing this, and like 3 times. So first, I said I wanted a French manicure, which I got. But my friend said, I want you to do this this one, a color that she does when she gets a French manicure. It's like a certain, the base or something that they do. I don't know. Maybe down here, the pink part. I don't know. It was the gel part. And he said no. He said, no, I'm doing mine. And she said, okay, because she has a guy that she sees all the time. But this guy was like, just, okay. She said, okay, because my friend, she gives like attitude. She's not someone that holds back. And I was like, it's fine, it's fine. Because she was like about to be like, and I said, it's fine, it's fine. She's all rolling her eyes and she's all pissed off. This guy already. So then we get to the length of the nails and she said she wants them rounded. And he said, no, I'm going to do them square. Okay. And then we get to the length, and then I say I want him, you know, a little longer, you know, not too long, because he was like, was this your first time? I said, it's been my first, not really, it's been many years, but I've had nails before. But he said, no, they need to be shorter if you haven't had nails in years. And I was like, no, you're not gonna let me choose length or shape or color. And then I was saying I wanted pink on the top, and he said, no, I thought you wanted French manicure. And I was like, well, yeah, but I thought they could put like the light pink. He said, no, I'm doing it my way. I was like, this is the weirdest experience, and it was a very nice place. Like, maybe, but I was like, all right, fine. So I got my nails done. By the way, he wanted them done. It was interesting to me. I'm like, why are you asking me if you're just going to do it your way then? Don't ask me questions. Do what you want to do then. For my nails. Thank you very much. Oh, and then, I forgot. He was so mad at me the whole time too. Because like twice I pushed my finger to the other nail that was wet. Yeah! He was so mad. And then when I was putting my hand into the hand dryer thing, I touched one of the ones after it was completely done, so it got like a little mark on the white. He was so mad at me. I was like, sorry, I don't do this very often. As you know. But it was funny. So that was a couple days ago. But they're driving me nuts. And stuff always gets stuck under. I feel like that always gets dirty under there. It grosses me out. I don't ever have nails at all. Oh, my friend thought, say what?
What if you spent a whole day in a salon?
Oh.
Would you like to do that once?
No. This was absolute. I'm already thinking, what am I going to do when they get, they're going to just get bad. And this is why I don't like going, because I don't want to go again. You know what I mean? Then they're just going to get worse and worse, and they'll just fall off, and then your nails will get even worse. But it's probably good, because maybe during this time, my other nails can get stronger, because I do tend to bite my nails. Yes. My friend didn't know I was getting fake nails. She thought, because she has beautiful real nails. I thought hers were fake. She gets like gel on top of her real nails or something like that. She's like, we get there, and I'm like, she's like, oh, what do you want? Do you want to get your nails, or do you want tips? And he's like, she needs tips. She has no nails. The guy, so he was already irritating because my friend's so unaware. And she's like, oh, no. And he's like, no, there's nothing we can do but put tips on her. Because I have no nail. It's like nothing. Like stubs. I was like, yeah, I'm going to come here and have my like stubs painted.
Some people, Petra just said she got rid of her nails when she started gardening.
They're pain in the neck. And I can't get my necklaces on. And it drives me absolutely. I'm really OCD about the weirdest things. Like, I spent 15 minutes to put it on this morning. I could have just waited for Richard. But I was like, I'm putting this necklace on. These nails are not going to stop me. So the little dang clasp with these thick things. Oh, just when I get it, and then it falls. And I had like just right there. There's this tiny little clasp. Oh, there's the little monkey came out. Casper. Yeah, we got him some lettuce. Richard went grocery shopping. Him and Annette went grocery shopping yesterday. Oh gosh, they had so much fun. They went to town. We let like Annette get whatever she wanted. She got so many little things. She had fun, and she got like 2 coffees yesterday, so she was singing. We give them decaf coffee now in the house, so I make a pot of decaf coffee every morning now, which I know, right? But we give Annette money on. We give her we have a CashApp card that it has her name. So she never wanted one if it didn't have her name. Like, because at first we couldn't. When she didn't have an ID, we couldn't get her a CashApp card with her. I guess you have to, in order to get the card sent to you or something, you have to verify your identity or something. she didn't have an ID, so now she has it in her name, so she feels so special. So we put money on there every day, and so she goes and gets whatever she wants, and so she does get coffee, sometimes regular coffee. So she got 2 yesterday, so she was singing. We only know because, well, we'll see her transactions, but we don't usually pay attention to that, but we'll see the cups come back from places, you know. And yesterday she had like 2 in her room of different, you know, the coffee cups, the styrofoam ones, you know. But she was up like all night. But she usually kind of like monitors herself where she doesn't do it every day. Like today she probably won't do caffeine. But it does affect her a lot. I mean, you can see so much. I mean, she's like all day talking a million miles an hour to herself and just can't sleep. And then if she drinks too much caffeine, she starts to get angry. That's when I'm like, okay, let's tone back on the caffeine. But she usually monitors it pretty good for herself. Where if she starts to get like that, she doesn't go get caffeine, you know. But now we had for a minute some regular caffeine at home, but now they just have decaf tea and decaf coffee here. So if she wants caffeine, she goes and gets it. But anyways, that's my sister-in-law, Annette, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. So today is day 73. I'm excited. I had a lot of fun the other day. Richard felt very cool because he was sitting with 4 ladies at the meeting.
Someone would like to know, who's this beloved sister of yours?
My sister, or do you mean?
Annette. Yeah, they want to know who you're talking about.
Oh, Annette. She's my sister-in-law. She's Richard's sister. She lives with us. She has schizoaffective disorder, so we take care of her. But that wasn't always the case, so there's a lot of animosity on the channel over how we dealt things in the beginning, because we just started taking care of her like 3 years ago now, I think it is. Has it been 3 years now? I think it's been 3 years now. But, or almost 3 years.
Perfect Dark says you're beautiful. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, but, so today is day 73. Oh yeah, so the other day, we went to a meeting and all my friends came and Richard got to sit with all the ladies. All the guys were like looking at the guy from like our other meetings, like leaning back, like all like, man, what's going on? How's Rich get all the ladies? So it's pretty funny. But I am finding that a lot of the women are wanting to date me, and I didn't realize that. And I don't know. I didn't. I avoided the men a bit, you know, like I knew to stay away from the men, but I kind of thought it was safer with the women, but now, yeah, I just have a lot of women, like, taking it to where I feel it's, I just feel weird now, you know. Starting to make me feel uncomfortable at the meeting, certain women now, and I'm like, this sucks, because used to be the men that would do that, but what are you gonna do? Some people don't really respect the boundaries of other people at meetings, and that's what can make it hard. But I love my meetings, and I'm just going to not let people affect my experience. But I'm really excited because there was a gentleman that came the day me and Richard were greeting, that it was his first meeting ever in his first day of not drinking. He hadn't even made it a full 24 hours. Well, he had just made it, I think, 24 hours when like that morning or something. But he was like, we were greeting, and he was like, is this where the meeting is? And I was like, so it was first day in like years of ever not drinking. And he'd never been to a meeting. And he's like, is this where the meeting is? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I gave like a huge hug, and Richard gave him a hug and stuff. And Richard's like, what if this is his first meeting ever, and like you maybe should just shook his hand first? I said, no, it's fine. And I was gonna hug him, he's gonna have, but it was his first meeting ever, and he's been coming back, and it's so exciting for me. Oh good. It is so exciting for me because it's not me, you know, I had nothing to do with this, is God, but it feels really exciting that, like, I feel like we gave him a nice warm welcome and he felt welcome, and every day we've seen him, we have been, like, we go up and talk to him so that he feels welcome. And so I feel like we really, like, helped this guy, and it felt good because we're new and people really did that to us. But we noticed that people weren't doing it to this guy as much, and so we were like, we're gonna do it because we experienced that. So it's so awesome because he was really struggling and he was shaking and his eyes were twitching, and like each day he's looking better and better.
He was addicted.
He was really bad. I mean, for days his eyes were like trembling and stuff, and it's just exciting because like I think me and Rich really made a difference for him, and we got his number, and Rich has been texting him and everything, and I don't know, it's not us, it's God, but it's like God uses people to, and it's just kind of like, it's our first experience with like having someone be brand new and then wanting to come back because maybe you played a part of just like making them feel welcome. So, which is what you're supposed to do as a greeter. And me and Rich are like probably gonna be greeters for a while now because we keep signing up every month to be greeters, and we're gonna actually co-chair this month, which is crazy. So, which means we're gonna like pick the reading and the topic and stuff, and so I've already picked my topic. I don't want to use my book now. I had to take some of the stickers off. I got all these. I really put a bunch of stickers on my books and stuff. I don't know. I was having this moment. I got all these stickers and I was like all excited one day, and I spent like an hour or two just decorating my books and stuff. And then I got embarrassed. I was like, this looks ridiculous. But I don't want to pass my book around because I'm like, I have, it's become an art piece for me. But anyways, so yeah, we're doing really good. We're gonna go see Richard's friend is speaking tonight at a speaker meeting, so that'll be good. And we will probably go to our meditation meeting, yeah, things are just going really well actually. I have so many friends that it's getting overwhelming. I'm gonna have to tell some of them to tone it back a bit, and they're probably not gonna be happy about that. But some of these girls are just overwhelming, like texting me like a million times a day, and expecting me to respond right away. You know, very demanding. So it's getting a little overwhelming for me. But I appreciate it too, though, because it's nice that people have been so nice to me. But it also, like today, I finally kind of like backed off of a couple of these people, and I feel like very like calm and at peace today, where it's felt very erratic and hectic because like my phone's been like blowing up, like, and I know some people are upset with me today, but I decided today that part of like my ego is wanting people to like me. So like I'm like jumping through hoops to like be available, do whatever these people want. People pleaser. But now it's exhausting me, and I'm burnt out, and I'm like, and now I know they're upset. Like there's like 3 girls that are literally mad at me right now. Like the 3 that were like sitting with us are all kind of pissed off because I'm not giving them the attention that I was. Like, and they were all like, I didn't have a second. Like Richard was starting to get irritated. It was like I was literally like texting her on the phone 24/7, and I was like I couldn't eat, like I wasn't getting anything done. I wasn't even like, it was like all morning, all night, like it was overwhelming to me. And just trying to help them because they all have like, they're all single, so it's mainly like they all have like, you know, relationship problems. And I'm like trying to like, I mean, they're all like, oh, you're such a great like counselor, and I'm like, but like there's like draining to me, you know. And I was trying so hard to be a good friend, but I do feel a little bit like, okay, well, if I'm not like 100% you know, like all my attention to you, then if I need a second to myself or to my family, then like, so it's like if people are gonna be that way, then that's not a good friend, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. But yeah, like 3 of them are like irritated with me because I just didn't do it. One girl wanted me to go out last night, and I didn't want to go because it was going to be at a bar, and she's like, well, we were sober, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to a bar and go to a show at a bar. Like, it makes me uncomfortable. And so I didn't do that, and then so she's irritated with me, and then another girl wanted me to go out today, and not to any bar thing, but it was like, it's Easter. I really want to kind of just be with my family, you know what I mean? And I was going to have to miss a couple of the meetings that I wanted to go to go with her, because Richard, you know, has a friend speaking, and we have a meditation meeting we like to go to. And I just said no, and then the other girl wanted me to go do something too, and I said no to that, and now everyone's like irritated with me, and I'm like, if that's what, like me just saying no to something, well, sorry, then you're gonna be irritated because I have to have boundaries, and I'm really bad about that. I really do that. Like my friends just like, I used to do like everything with my friends. I'd be like watching my friends' kids all the time and stuff. This is like, you know, when back before I knew Richard and stuff, I would always like, Richard's like, your friends are not really friends. They're like people that you do things for that take advantage of you.
You shouldn't trust your girlfriends.
Well, and the thing is, the things they're telling me, I don't appreciate what they're saying about other people. And I know if I make them mad, you know, same thing's going to be. So it's like one of those things, like when you hear someone who's such a gossiper, you're like, you know they don't not gossip about you, you know? Like, oh, you're the one person they don't gossip about? Yeah, right. So it makes you uncomfortable when they're talking so much crap about other people. And also, I don't appreciate it when they're talking crap about people in the program. It's like, you really shouldn't do that. And some of these girls, I mean, they're just like bitch fests. And the one girl is so disruptive during the meetings. And she talks to me, and I don't want her talking to me. But now everyone's like looking at me like I'm being disruptive. And I'm like, I'm trying to ignore her. But she's just like, bah, 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 bah.
Loves your top.
Oh, thank you. This is my new lounge top. Did you guys know, for the old timers here, Rich is on a book, reading a book that for one of his meetings, it's Dr. Bob and the old timers. But anyways, other point. But anyways, the old timers here. I threw out all my flannel pajamas. I can't believe that. They were finally done. I mean, for one thing, all of the drunken escapades in those, like, one of them still had the stained blood on the inside, the green ones, from when the car event. That was over a year ago now. That happened in March 2025. So, yeah. When I tuck and rolled out of the car. Oh, my scar is getting better. But I'm thinking that there will be a little bit of a scar. So I want to get a sobriety tattoo on some level. So I have all this stuff that helps me stay sober because I wear like 2 bracelets and a ring now. And then I have like stuff everywhere all over my room if you can't tell. And in my purse I carry my coin, my current one, and then a little thing that has a 3rd step prayer and the 7th step prayer. It's a little note card that my sponsor gave me. So yeah, through all this, it's been tough with my sponsor too because she's even a little upset because I'm not going to her meeting as much. So like it's ridiculous that people are mad at me just because I'm choosing to do the things that are best for me and my family. It's like they're like, oh, but we want to see you more. And I'm like, I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate that you guys all like me and want to hang out with me all the time. Like, I appreciate that. But, like, you should just say, like, what's best for me if you're worried about me being sober. And this everyone, like, trying to pull me a million directions is not helpful. So I was seeing my sponsor 3 days a week because I was going to her meeting. But I don't like that meeting as much. And I like going with Richard to our other meeting. And so I cut it down to 2 days a week at her meeting. And I can tell she's just not as warm to me now after doing that because she always felt that I liked the other meeting better, but I kind of would like be like, oh no, I like them both. But now she like knows for sure I like, and it's like this thing of like, this shouldn't be like this competition of which meeting's better. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, but mine is, by the way, it is. I'm sorry, it is. It's way better. Well, there's way more people. It's like the other one is getting smaller and smaller because half the people are coming to the other meeting. Like some of the people from that meeting are now at the other one. And I feel bad. I'm like, yeah, you guys are like, they're like dropping like flies over there. They're coming to the other meeting. So I don't want to be at that one. Like we are like, Rich, as you notice, we keep, that one guy the other day was from just yesterday during the speaker meeting. He goes to the other one and then the other ones. And then there's like 4 people that come from the other meeting now. 4 or 5. But then that means that one sometimes only has 15 people. Well, 5 of them came over to the other meeting. Now I'm sitting there with 10 people. I'm like, what? And Richard's like, it's packed here. There isn't even a chair. And I'm like, I'm sitting at the meeting with like 4 people. this isn't, I know I keep lowering the number every time I say the story. No, the smallest meeting I've ever been at take that back. I was going to say 6 people. But me and Rich went to that one that we walked out on his birthday. There was 3 people, but we would have been 4 and 5. So there would have been 5. Richard said, no, I can't do this. That's tough. That's tough. Well, if it was people you liked, that'd be one thing. You know, if it was like your 3 friends. But that wouldn't even be that productive because you'd probably be too distracted if it was like your... So yeah, this is too small. I mean, if you have to, if that's your only option. But we have a lot of options here. So we're like, nah. But I was so embarrassed. It's not like a meeting where no one notices if you get up. I mean, he had to literally say, I'm sorry, but this is my birthday, and I wanted to go to a bigger meeting, so I just can't do it. Because it was his birthday that day, March 26th. But anyways, so I hope you guys are having a good Easter. I guess I heard like the kids are out of school for like 5 days, a lot of them, for this break. I don't have kids, I don't even know, but everyone was complaining at my other meeting, at my meeting with my sponsor that I went to on, what did I go there? Friday. I went out there on Friday. And I met with my sponsor after the meeting. She's great, but I feel like she's a little bit less warm to me because I think she got her feelings hurt. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but the other meeting's just better. And I also like going with Richard. I mean, I don't mind going to meetings without him, but we like going together. People are always like, oh, you guys can't go to meetings by yourself. We can, and we do. But we also like going together. And it's cool because then we can talk about, like, the topic, later. Like, we'll be like, because there's always a topic, and it brings up good discussion later, so we're kind of, in the same headspace. I like that. But if we aren't in the same meeting, I do always say, well, what was the topic? And so then, so we can, so I can look over it. It's usually just like the daily reflections is often the topic, which is a little book that they read. So, but I like that. So it's helpful to kind of, especially since I have to come up with the topic soon. I picked mine, but I might change it, so we'll see. I picked it right away, but, did I tell you guys what it was? I don't remember if I told you guys, but anyways. I'm very tired. It's, that wonderful time for the ladies. Oh my gosh, so I got a pedicure. I forgot to tell you guys, you don't think I have fingernails? Toenails are even less existent. One of them is just half a nail. I didn't know what she was going to do. I always pretend it's a full nail, so I'll just paint my toe. I'll paint where there's no nail, and I'll just paint the toe with the nail polish. She didn't do that, so I was like, yeah, it's pretty weird. It's only half a toe there. I should show you guys, but I don't think I can get my foot up to that angle because but anyways, it looks terrible. But I didn't know what she was going to do with the toenails. It was embarrassing because I have the worst toenails. They're just horrific. Those things are just embarrassing for me, too. That's why I have bad toenails and fingernails. So I'm like, they're not, like, disgusting. They're just, like one of them just doesn't grow. It's dead. But it's not, like, gross. It's just nothing there. It's just, like, half a nail. And then the other ones are just really small. Like I have the tiniest toenails. My pinky toenail, I can actually rip the toenail off and it doesn't bleed. It's just like this little thing on there. It's really weird. So I don't know. It's almost ridiculous to try to paint them. You're like, where I need my magnifying glass out. I don't know. I have very small nail beds, I guess they call it. So that, like, when they put the tips, that doesn't work because the tips would be like way down here for the white. He has to paint on the white.
Artiste Douglas said hello to the beautiful rose, referring to you.
Oh, hello. Thank you. Roses really smell like poo poo. No, I'm just kidding. I always ruin compliments, don't I? So I like this little bear. Speaking of flowers, my mom's favorite flower was a sunflower, which I always thought it was the weirdest flower to be your favorite flower. I don't know why that's weird to me. But I was like, I mean, I don't even have a. Oh yes, I do have a favorite flower. I forgot about that. A yellow rose is my favorite flower. I like yellow roses, but she had sunflowers at her second wedding, and they were ridiculous, like in a bouquet. I don't know. My mom was often the word tacky. So I miss her though. Around the holidays, it gets really hard because she loved holidays. Oh, Easter! Oh my gosh! So when I was a kid, Easter was huge because oh gosh, I grew up extremely religious, Christian, not Catholic. My mom was Catholic, raised Catholic, but she didn't like Catholicism, so she was like, Christianity's way better. Catholic's too strict. So we did Christianity, but she did not like Easter at church because she's like, oh, there's when all the heathens come that never come any other day. The heathens should fill it up. I can't even find a parking space. Yeah, get there early because all the heathens try to come one month out of the whole year, or one day out of the whole year. She didn't like Easter Sunday, but and she didn't like the sermon. She's like, oh, this is just for the heathens. They do the gentle sermon. So, my mom, but we would do Easter egg hunts, and we would the church when I was very young. Very weird church. We had some churches that probably were cults. I mean, when I was a kid, there was some strange ones. But this one, the pastor and his wife, everyone would come over to their house, and they had some huge, like, farmhouse on, like, property or something. And so they would do these huge Easter egg hunts. But they didn't want to do real eggs because you wouldn't find them and then they'd rot forever, you know what I mean? Because it was so much property. So they did the plastic eggs, and so they would fill them with either candy or money. And so my mom, the adults would hide the eggs. But my mom couldn't let me ever be a child. So she would tell me where all the money eggs were.
Are you single?
I am not single. Not for a long time. That ship sailed like 15 years ago. But anyways, she would tell me where the good money eggs were because there was different levels of money. Like one would have like a $10, one would have like a penny maybe, you know. And so I would always find the ones, you know. But it would always take away from the fun, you know what I mean? But when I got older, we would do it for my stepbrother. I have a stepbrother who is autistic. And so we would do the money egg thing still. And those ones, I would find them on accident before the egg hunt because my dad and stepmom would hide it in the middle of the night, and I've always gotten up early. So I'd happen to find like the big money ones, like the one time they put it in the coffee maker or something, and I like made coffee, and I was like, oh, well, there's the $10, you know what I mean? And yeah, my mom would always try to cheat things with me, and I was like, I didn't want to cheat. Like, she was one of those, like, she would write my papers, and I wouldn't want her to write my papers when I was very young, and then my teachers would know. They were like, why'd your mom write it? I don't know, she wanted to. My teachers knew my mom was a little nutty, because I went to a private school, and they knew my mom. She worked there and stuff, so. But they'd be like, Joy, this isn't your writing. I'd be like, I know, my mom wrote my paper. This is what I was like, young.
Would you ever get embarrassed?
Oh, yeah, she wrote oh my gosh, the worst thing was, I was always embarrassed, because I somebody would even trying to read my essay and they not even know the words. But the worst thing was my mom entered a contest. That it was an essay contest about writing about your hero in your life. But it was supposed to be a child writing it. So she wrote about herself as if I wrote it. Well, in the essay won the contest. And so I had to give this speech. It was a speech contest, you know. I had to give that speech about my mom that she wrote about herself. And we made it in the paper and everything. I got a ribbon and everything. But it was ridiculous what she wrote about herself. I was like, I would never say this. Like, all the things, and they're like, oh, you're such a nice kid. But I think everyone was like kind of scratching their head because it was kind of weird things that I had written. She's odd one. I don't think anyone has that beat about making you get up and read an essay that she wrote about herself, how wonderful she is. Oh, dear. But yeah. Anyways, she was an interesting character.
Someone is saying that you remind them of Donald J. Trump.
Donald Trump, thank you. I get that every day. I could be his body double.
No, a female version of it, though. I'm not sure what that means exactly. What were you talking about?
I have no idea. I don't know. I'm probably one of the only people that can't do a Donald Trump impersonation. Everyone can. But I can list the presidents in order. You guys want to hear that?
Yeah,
Here we go.
Yeah, do that.
Here we go. Okay, Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden, Trump. Is that how we did it? Yeah. Add those at the end.
You're very smart.
Oh, thank you. I can do the books of the Bible. You guys want to hear that one? Okay, since it's Easter, we'll do the books of the Bible for everybody. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st Kings, 2nd Kings, 1st and Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and the last one, Malachi, and then the New Testament. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts and Letters, the Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, and the book of James, 1st and 2nd Peter, 1st and 2nd, 3rd John, Jude, and Revelation.
Nice job, Joy!
Happy Easter, everybody. Yeah, I went to a private school that had Bible class every day. And on Wednesday, we went to sermon or whatever they call it, church. I guess, we went to there was a new pastor that would come every week from a different church. And they had basically pastor speakers that would come on Wednesday. And, we hated it. And you had to wear a dress. You're not allowed to wear it. You would be sent home from school if you came on Wednesday in pants or shorts. And if you wore a dress, it had to be past the knees, way past the knees. Yeah. And I went on a mission trip when I was my parents were missionaries when I was 3 to Mexico for 3 months. It's supposed to be 3 years, but then my dad almost died there. And so we had to go back to the United States. He got really sick from how wonderfully clean it is there. And because we were in the really poor area of Mexico. We went where people were living in cardboard boxes because that's what they're trying to help those people. And then when I was 15, I had a mission trip to China and Hong Kong. Hong Kong for 2 weeks and then China for a month. So that was cool. And I was going to go to Africa the next year. I forget what country. It's been so long. I was only 16. But all my mom's friends, because you had to raise funds for these things. It was $4,000, which was insane in 1999, I guess it would have been 98, 99. Whatever it is. But, when was it? When would I have been? 15. Whatever. 2000. But anyways, you had to raise the funds from your friends and people from church. Well, we didn't know that many rich people. I mean, I lived in a pretty rich town, but my mom was poor, so we knew some rich people and a lot of poor people too. So by the time it was year 2 of this donation thing, people were like, didn't we just donate last year? This just sounds like your daughter's going on vacations. We're not doing this again. So we didn't get the donations, and they were telling me, oh, just trust God, just trust God. It was like a couple days before the trip, and I had like $1,000 of the like 4,000. Like, oh, just trust God. The rest of it, I was like, I don't think it's coming. And my mom said it's not coming, so I have to cancel this trip. I had to like give everybody back their money. Or they refund everybody because you had already paid them. It's like you pay them, and then they have to get it back to the people. That's why they don't want you canceling. It's this organization. It's called Teen Mania or whatever. But I said, I don't think it's coming. I'm going to have to cancel this. And they were like, no. And they said, you can wait till the last day. I was like, I'll wait till the last day to see if I get $3,000 more. All my mom's friends and family are saying no more. You don't understand. That was insane to get that once. But I met so many people. It was crazy from all over the world because there was like 60 people that went on the trip. And when we were leaving, so we flew. We first go to Mission, Texas, and you do like a couple of days of training or something to like teach you these kids and teach you the rules and stuff. Like girls can't wear cross-body purses. If you do, the purse has to be in the front because it was to show your breastises through the lines of your breastises. Ridiculous. They're very strict, and you had to wear like long t-shirts, no tank tops, long shorts, everything. Can't be tempting the men. So
It's like the opposite in these meetings.
I know, right? Oh, they were so strict. But when you couldn't, I went with 2 friends from school, and they separated us. They put us in 3 different groups. It's like, you can't be hanging with your friends. We're gonna be in China for 30 days and we don't know anyone, but we can't hang with the people that we actually know? No. It's too distracting. You guys all have to be separate. So, but anyways, weird thing. I don't know. I'm glad I didn't do it the second kind of weird program. But so we're flying out of Dallas, Fort Worth, and there's like 60 people flying first to Hong Kong. And they cancel our flight. And we're like, because like it's very hard, like international flights are not as common. And this was back in the day where the flights are probably pretty expensive. I mean, probably most of the trip cost was the plane tickets because all they fed us was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the whole time we were there. Or sometimes an Egg McMuffin from McDonald's in the morning. But McDonald's while we're in China. We ate McDonald's while we were in China. I said, does anyone think this is stupid that we're eating McDonald's? Why don't we eat some of the Chinese cuisine? We were eating McDonald's and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for a month in China. I didn't eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for like years after that. I was like, don't even give me one of them sandwiches. Like, no thank you. Because guess what? I was a vegan at the time too. So I couldn't even have the Egg McMuffin. I can't have egg. So I had peanut butter and jelly for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for like a month. So this is ridiculous. We went, a couple times that we had this terrible oatmeal. But I'm like, my mom paid $4,000 for this bullshit.
Oh my gosh, that was the topic. Oh, that's so funny.
But she didn't even pay. It was our friends and family. I mean, she contributed as much as she could, but which was probably very little from my mom, probably $100. Anyway, so they cancel our flight, and so like, okay, we're gonna try to get you guys on flights, but you're not gonna all get on the same flight. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to get you on just flights that are available. So what they would do, this is back in the day when you could still kind of like, there was no security yet. 9/11 had not happened actually. Yeah, so this would have been probably the year 2000. Crazy, right? So right before 9/11. And airports were pretty loosey-goosey. So they would say, okay, if you guys can run as fast as you can, there's one at this other, in Dallas, Fort Worth is huge. Try to get on the tram if you can, but, if you can't, just try to go. And if you can get there before they close the doors, you can get on that flight. So they were doing this all day. So they would send like, okay, there's like 5 over here, 5 of you go over here, 5 over here. So we're running through the airport all day long. And it would literally be like in the movies where they just close the door and they're like, sorry, we just closed the door. And we're like, no! And then because they'd be radioing each other back then on their little pagers. Oh, they didn't get that one. Okay, so they get back on their little computer and try to find another one. They'd say, okay, send them the next one. So we're running all over. And we're at the airport for 10 hours. which is not even crazy now, I guess, but it was at the time. And they finally get this flight, and it's Cathay Pacific, which I don't know if that still exists, but it was a really nice airline, and they're like, okay, we only have like first class and business class for all you guys. And we're like, yeah! So we got to fly first class and business class to to Hong Kong. I mean, we were going to fly, like, probably by the latrines, basically, with our other original flight. I think we were probably on, like, American Airlines or something. I don't even know which one we were on. But, so I, of course, didn't get first class. I got business. It wasn't my choice, I think the leaders of the group got first class. But it was so cool because we got the best food, really good food, and then it was a really long flight. I don't remember how long the flight was, but very far. I don't know, from Texas to Hong Kong. But, and they gave us like eye masks and like a kit that had like a toothbrush and like shampoo conditioner, like a whole little kit like that you take, like a travel kit. And they had like all these little things, and they had, the hot rags and, like, and they had really nice like headphones, and everyone had their own TV, which was a big deal back then. That was like, this wasn't, not everyone at Delta had their own TVs like they do now. It's more like Spirit Airlines back then. So it was like huge, like, and then they had a huge TV too if you wanted to watch movies on the big thing, like, and we were just we were living it up. We thought it was the best thing ever. So that was fun, but yeah, crazy. So I've always kind of had a very crazy life that's like not normal. And then I joined the Air Force at 17. I went to Ecuador. I didn't go to very many places internationally when I was in the Air Force. I stayed stateside, but I went all over the United States because I flew. I wasn't a pilot, unfortunately. But I was an airborne surveillance instructor on the AWACS plane. So my job was in the air. So we would just fly. We often wouldn't land. People don't get with the AWACS because the AWACS is needed in places, but you don't need to ever land for the AWACS. You only land when you are going home. The AWACS, your whole job is you're just flying around. So you're like the eyes in the sky. So you're like air traffic controllers in the sky, basically, for the fighter pilots. So you can see more than they can see. So a lot of my flying was never landing somewhere. So I've been all over the United States in the air, too. Like, we often went from the West Coast to the East Coast all the time. That was, like, almost every time I flew. Because most of my flights were, like, anywhere from 15 to 20 hours. And we just wouldn't land. So you would take off in Oklahoma, and then you'd come back. But when we would go on a trip is usually when we would get to actually go somewhere else, and then we would be at that place for a while. So, like, they call it TDY, temporary duty. And so I went to Ecuador for 2 months when I was in the Air Force. And that was awesome because we just leave the plane there, and that just becomes our base. There's a base there for us. And so we're just there. You fly like almost every day, though. When you're at home, you don't fly every single day. But when you go somewhere. So I did that for 2 months, and then I got to come to Vegas for 2 weeks for what they call Red Flag, which is kind of like Top Gun for the Air Force. Like the best fighter pilots in the world all come together. They play these little war games. So I got to come there. And then I went to Georgia. I went to Mountain Home Air Force Base in Idaho. I went to, what is the one in Arizona? I forget the name of that one in Arizona. I did some sim training there for 2 weeks. I can't even think of the name. And I went to Santa Fe, New Mexico. I went to Fairchild, Washington. I went to Biloxi, Mississippi. I went to San Antonio, Texas. I went to where else did I go? It's not that many where you actually get to go. Like, that's actually a big deal. And I'm trying to think, there was a couple more, but I was going to get to go to more. But people started getting really jealous because I got to go to more than most. Like, usually you're just flying and you're coming right back home. So you're flying for 20 hours and you're taking off and landing at the same place. You're like, we flew for 20 hours and we're right back where we started. You just do a big circle. So when you get to actually go somewhere, it's pretty fun. But I was going to get to go to Egypt, but everyone started complaining that I was getting to go on too many trips. Because I had just gone to Ecuador and then I had just gone to Vegas. And they were like, it's not fair. Joy gets to go on all the trips. Everyone Joy to go on the trips. I'm often popular, I'm finding. I never realized I was popular. I'm starting to dawn on me. I'm like, oh, I guess that is what popular is. Like, I'm like, oh. Yeah, people have always wanted me to do things, and then other people get mad and jealous. Yeah, I never thought of myself as popular, but it's kind of dawning on me that I have always been. But I find it irritating, because I kind of just want to blend in. People go, yeah, right. I'm like, no, I really do. And I really have tried to most of my life, and it just never happens. Never. I always stand out, and I'm like, why did I do this? So the meeting, I'm already like, definitely did not blend in. Everyone knows my name. But that's all right. It's good. It's good to, I tend to isolate, so it's good for people to not let me isolate. So I'm loving sobriety. It feels so good being sober. Sorry, I'm just tired today because it's that time of month for me. And I actually was not sleeping a lot because I was just like chatting with everybody, you know, like trying to be available to everybody. And we were doing a lot of stuff too. And we were going to a lot of meetings, like 3 meetings a day. And then working, and then my normal chores, and like Annette's appointments and things. So it's been crazy. We've been crazy busy, and it's been good. But I appreciate it today. It's finally just like a little bit of a relaxation for me. And I know that there's a lot of people that are a little bit irritated with me today, but I'm okay with that because I needed this today. Like if they weren't irritated with me, then I would be irritated today. Does that make sense? It was like I transferred the irritation. They were starting to irritate me, so I backed off, and now they're irritated at me. But they thought I was the cat's meow until I like kind of put the brakes on and like, excuse me, I need some time for myself and my family. Some people that are single can be very needy. I'm married and have Gloria and Annette and stuff, like, and a bunny, like, and a job, and I go to meetings and I take care of all the household stuff and stuff. So I'm not just sitting around. Like some single people are just literally twiddling their thumbs and then like can text all day long. That's how I am when I'm in New York. That's why I used to text people a lot when I was in New York because I'm just sitting there in a hotel room most of the time, you know. But when I'm home, I have a lot to do. And it can be very distracting when someone is texting me all day long. I mean, a little bit of texting, great. It was insane. Like, just like, now with the talk to text thing, it can be insane. That's what she does. I don't do talk to text, so I'm sitting there trying to. But, yeah, so I realized today that my ego is I'm not a materialistic person. I'm not a vain person. You guys may think that because my eating disorders had less to do with vanity, more to do with issues when I was younger. You know what I mean? Which I've gotten over now. But I'm not really like, I don't know. I don't really do a whole lot with myself. You know, I just kind of like whatever. I'm simple, I guess, plain down to earth. But my ego is I want people to like me. So I struggle with, like I said, like it's like, oh, I don't want to set a boundary because then that person is going to be upset because they're not getting what they want. You know what I mean? So I let people like walk all over me so they can just have whatever they want so that they don't dislike you. But now today I was like, you know what? These people can dislike me if they want because I need some peace of mind. And today has just been like such a serene day for me. I'm like, I got my serenity back a little bit because these people were driving me crazy. And it was 3 girls that were just blowing up my phone incessantly. And all 3 of them today, I think I irritated because I didn't do what they wanted. And now they're kind of like giving me the cold shoulder. I was like, oh, thank you. I actually achieved exactly what I wanted, but I just know that they're sitting there thinking, and I'm like, you're not texting me. Thank you. And I feel bad. I'm not laughing like, because I do feel bad. I know it's people's feelings, but people can do that. Like, you hurt my feelings things, which is not fair because they were not being respectful to my time at all, or considerate of like that I have a life. It was like, help me and let me suck the life out of you as you help me, as all I do is tell you my problems. They weren't asking about me in any way. It was just draining me with their sagas. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I'm not going to talk to these people anymore, but I really had to put the brakes on a little bit here. I was like, excuse me. For one thing, I'm not your therapist. I'm trying to be a considerate friend, but you should pay me for the amount I'm having to deal with, like, listen to this crap. Because some girls can be...
Pay you.
Seriously, she said, you would make great therapists, but then fork over the money, because that's exactly what I'm giving you right now. Free therapy. Because, yeah, I mean, and they're, you're just such good advice, where I'm sitting here, like, and Richard's like, rolling inside, like, what the heck's going on? And I'm like, and you can't get people off the phone when they're in the middle of a saga. But the saga went on for 2 weeks, and I was like, oh dear. Like, I kept thinking, it's bad timing because this or that. Oh, it's bad timing they lost their job. Oh, it's bad timing they lost their boyfriend. But every day it's something. The world's falling on them, you know? I'm like, Some people, just every day, it's like the end of the sky's falling.
Karma B. Swift says, I hear you, Joy. I don't do girlfriends either.
I didn't for a long time, and then I literally have for like a month now here, and I'm like, in a month, I'm like, oof.
You remembered why you married me.
I remember why I hang with dudes more. Especially when you got 3 of them you're trying to balance. And then between my sponsor and I'm not even counting my sponsor's sister. Luckily, she went out of town. Otherwise, she's all, you're not at the other meeting, because she wants to go to the meeting that my sponsor's at. So, get all these women mad at me. But all I'm trying to do is just go to the meetings I want to go to. So I can do my own sobriety. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, you're not going to this meeting, I'm mad at you. You're not going to, like, I'm pissing off. Listen to this. There's no win for me, because if I go to the 8 a.m. meeting, I piss off several people at the 7 a.m. meeting, including like one of my girls that was becoming like my best friend. Okay, if I go to the 7 a.m. meeting, I piss off my sponsor and my sponsor's sister and a bunch of other ladies over here. So like, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. One way that I choose every single day, I'm pissing off half of the ladies, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. All I'm doing is, because like, they're like, I miss you today. I can't believe, can you please tell me you can't go that many days, and tell me to switch it up with my meetings and stuff. What's going on here? I'm like, I'm just newly sober. I shouldn't be having to do this. It's getting ridiculous. And it's like, it's great. You should feel happy. You're popular. I'm like, I don't know if popularity is a good thing. This sounds like a nightmare. I'll take back no popularity. But yeah, it's and I appreciate it too. That's the hard thing. A little bit, a little bit.
Seesaw has 8 years clean sober.
Congratulations. What's the name?
Seesaw.
I guess Seesaw. We went to a show the other day.
Better Call Saul.
Oh, Saul.
Yeah, like Seesaw.
Seesaw. Like Better Call Saul. That's okay. I think like Seesaw. We saw one of those the other day. We went to a show. Good show. Me and Rich went to a burlesque show. Very cute. But they had a seesaw. Haven't seen a seesaw in years. But Seesaw. Paul, Saul. That's the Bible. Anyways, you guys, we were gonna go to church. Oh yeah, I was talking about that. We were gonna go to church, but then, by the time we did breakfast, and we decided to do a blog. But I was like, you know what? Why go to church on the day that everyone goes? Like my mom said, because we've thought about going back to church a little bit. Just check it out. Because we go to church all the time in the sense of our meetings are at a church, and why don't we go check out the church that we're going to all the time, like one of these Sundays. And we thought, why don't we go today? But then we're like, but do we really want to go today? And I was like, not really. So it was like, I really made a decision today to do what I wanted to do, not what other people were pressuring me to do. And we thought, did Gloria and Annette want to go? Well, Gloria was still in bed, and Annette was still on a walk. And I was like, so no, because we thought about bringing them. Yeah, I love my chair. Oh, my chair has brought me eternal happiness, eternal sunshine. Look.
Thank you, Seesaw.
So I have a client that has been calling me Sunshine for years, which I don't know why. And it just became my name. which the pet name thing's kind of weird. But I saw this one time, and I just thought it was the funniest thing because of the. But anyways. So here's the thing too, like, my friend has been going over the top with giving me things too, which makes me feel obligated. And I don't like that because it was things I didn't ask for, or not even necessarily things I wanted. You know, like some of the things are cool, so take it or leave it. But even the things that are cool, it's like, you know, wouldn't have been my first pick of something. You know what I mean? Just like, whatever. I appreciate it though, but it's like this thing of like forcing all this stuff on someone, but then like, if they don't do what if you want, getting upset, and then be like, oh, well, I gave you all this stuff, or like did all this stuff for you, like, but I didn't even ask for that, or really want that, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a little bit of a manipulation, and she's not doing that yet, but that's my fear that what she's going to do, because I can tell she's already irritated that I didn't do what she wanted today, so I know the next thing's gonna be like, you know, I did all this stuff for you, and it's that playing the victim martyr kind of thing. And I already saw this coming in. Like, this is so predictable, like textbook psychology.
Clover.
Oh, thank you. Who sent it?
Big Ben.
Big Ben. Thank you. Thank you. What do the gold coins mean? Do they mean anything?
It's very pretty.
They're pretty.
Very pretty.
They're very pretty. Okay.
Very cool.
Are they just like an emoji thing? I don't know. Okay. Thank you.
It's art.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know what they are.
They're sharing their appreciation. He had to
Thank
buy
you.
it.
Oh, thank you. I
He had to
appreciate
pay
that.
for it.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know all these things because I'm always I don't go from the other side very often. I'll watch with Richard, but I don't really pay attention that much to what's going on with when I'm watching other people's stuff. I should more. But we haven't been watching very much TV lately on any level, and including YouTube. I consider that TV now. Because we've really been busy. And I haven't even been able to watch the Mets, although they won yesterday, which is good. But lost my bet, just barely, which is so ridiculous because it was so close. We lost one of them by a couple of, well, actually that was the basketball. We lost by a couple, one rebound. But then what was the Mets? Oh, they pulled Young. That's what happened, and we had him for a hit, and then they pulled him. And then the pitcher, I think, got one less strikeout than I needed or something like that. I don't know, but so I would switch legs. I got a little uncomfortable. But let me think. What else is going on today? Yeah, we're going to go, like I said, to a speaker meeting. Oh, we had a speaker meeting the other day, and I think it was so funny because those can be interesting. But I'm excited because Richard's friend is going to be speaking, so that's good. I think that it's best when you know the person that's speaking, when you go support a friend, and then you get to hear their story. Because sometimes they can be, it depends. They have to be a really good speaker. Otherwise, they can be pretty boring. Because not everyone is a good speaker. You know what I mean? Just because they've been sober a long time doesn't mean they're a good speaker. So the really big speaker meetings, they'll make sure the person's a good speaker. But the smaller meetings, when they have a speaker, sometimes they just pick anybody, you know, and some people are not that good at speaking. So those meetings could be the hardest meetings to go to if the person's not a good speaker. You're like, oh dear. I was like, I'm like, this is a long meeting. This hour is taking a long time. But normally the meeting flies by. But this one should be a good one, especially when you know the person. Then it's kind of a little more interesting because you're like, oh, I wonder what their story is. But when you completely don't know the person and then they're just not that interesting, I feel bad for some people because it's interesting what makes a good speaker and what doesn't. You know, some people just really can do it and other people can't at all. Like, and you notice it in the meeting, like when people are sharing. Like some people are just like, I just tune out some people right away, something about their pacing or their voice or something. There's one girl, thank you. There's one girl I tune her out every single time she talks, and I feel bad because I'm like, I don't tune out really anyone but her. I notice I tune her out every single time. She's also on the Zoom, so it makes it a little bit harder. She's not in person. I don't tune out anyone that's in person. But for some reason, every time I find myself being like, oh, I didn't hear anything she just said. But I talked to Rich, and he's like, oh, I do too, with her. something about the way she talks. It's so difficult. I don't know that you just like zone out. You're like, I can't listen to this person. But oh my gosh, you guys, I can't tell you who. But we have a celebrity coming every day on the Zoom to our meeting because Richard's sponsors celebrities in LA because he's from LA, and they are not in person because they're in LA, but they're coming on our Zoom, and it's pretty crazy because some people in the room don't even know, they're unaware because it's a celebrity that's been around for a long time. The person's not old, but they have not been in the spotlight for many years, but this person is very well known. Huh?
Like, once you tell her who she is, everyone.
Yeah, once if they knew the name, but she has her initials up there on the thing, but then she'll say her first name, but she hasn't said her last name. But what she said, because I didn't know, when you first see her, it's been a while since so you might not right away recognize her. But then she said her name, and I was like, oh, crap, because I actually knew that he sponsors famous people. And then I was like, oh my God. And so once people are dawning on some of the people, it's like clicking because she's been there for like a week now coming. Some people are like, oh, geez. Like, but it's pretty amazing because like she's pretty freaking famous, you guys. Like everyone knows her. It's not someone that people don't know. And there's another person that he says is about to come that is even more famous than her. Like a current famous person. And it's like, they are on our meeting. I'm like, good on them to even like have the balls to show their face like that. They're on Zoom. They're not in person because they're in LA and we're in Vegas. But I'm like, that's crazy for a celebrity of that size. And we definitely are not allowed to say, because that is 100% the anonymity thing. Big time for them. Because for one thing, they deserve for people to not know that they're addicts, you know. People know. But I don't need to be the one to confirm that. But it's crazy, pretty exciting. Like, oh, good celebrity. And I didn't know the first day when she was up there because she didn't share till midway. And I think I was the first person to share that day. Yeah, I was the first person that day. And then later when I thought, oh my gosh, what did I say when she was in the room? Like, it was kind of crazy. Because me and Richard have this person, a singer and an actress. And we love one of her movies. And yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's very, very crazy. We were like, holy crap. One of her movies we've seen, like, I think we own it, and we've seen it a ton of times. It was like one of our favorites. So I'm sure just like, no way. But yeah.
You're on.
Oh, hey everyone, I guess the phone died. So I hope you guys are still here after the intermission. We didn't even know. Good. Oh my gosh, you guys. Did I ever tell you that day that Richard was not here? I don't know how long you guys were gone when I was still talking. I was talking for the longest time. I'm thinking, oh, it's great. I did a really long vlog. And then Richard was not here. And I get up and the phone's dead. And I was like, oh man, I wonder how long it's been dead. Like, I had no idea how long it had been dead. Like, I don't know how much you guys had seen or not seen. I still don't know because I never moved. But I was talking. I was like, oh man, they've probably been gone the whole time. But anyways, so, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I'm just kind of taking, I don't know, like, I'm choosing what's best for me, not what's best for others. And that's hard for me because people want what's best for them, so they're not going to be happy when you choose necessarily what's best for you if it doesn't, benefit them. People pleasing, you often have to, do what's best for the other person. But I'm realizing my sobriety is at risk if I start to not be myself. You know what I mean? Also, I don't really like some of the things these people are saying about other people that I do like, you know what I mean? So it's getting me stuck in the middle. Like, these girls are bitching about other people in the room that I actually like, and then I'm now, like, almost having to, like, be stuck taking sides. which I didn't want, you know, because it's like, people are like, oh, you're friends with that person, so then, you know, and it's like, there's a lot of drama I was just trying to come here for my sobriety and not, like, and kind of like, chat with people, not be, like, stuck in the middle of all this, like, but, it is what it is. It's what Richard calls it a soap opera over there. We do love our meeting though, but it is, there's a lot of drama underlying, which we didn't know about all the underlying drama when you first get there. But it is interesting. It does keep you wanting to come back though and find out what the next episode's like. Oh gosh, and like my friend, she's usually part of the craziness in the next episode, but we were at a meeting. Oh my gosh. This one is a big one too, because we were at a meeting that you're only supposed to have 2 minutes to talk, because it's only a 45-minute meeting. That it's a noon one. Sometimes they're short, so people get back to work, and usually they're an hour. So they really watched the time on that one. And this gentleman went over the time, and then he said, "I'm going to finish up," and then he proceeded to talk for like another minute or two, and that really irritates people because they really are sticklers, like you get your 2 minutes and stop talking kind of thing, so that other people can share. And so my friend, we were all kind of getting irritated. This guy just kept rambling, and he always rambles, and he's really annoying because he always does this. And she just started talking as he was talking, and just started her share. And, oh gosh, he was so mad. He stormed out, and then a couple of other people stormed out. And I'm like, oh gosh, and just like stuff like that. I'm like, okay. And then I'm just sitting there, and I just started like kind of like laughing over it. So I was like, I can't believe this is happening. I just like this awkward stuff like that, you know, like, oh dear. And now everyone's like looking at me, like glaring at me too. I'm like, so yeah, just things like that. And then two of the girls don't like each other. That like actually, well, the girl that kind of becoming my best friend doesn't like anyone but me, you know. So then all these other girls are like saying, "You're my friend," you know. Like, oh my gosh, she's like, "You're mine." Like, oh, this possessiveness is too much for me. So I didn't know girls were gonna be so crazy. In the program, actually, I didn't know that, but no, I actually didn't know that. I knew the guys were. I actually didn't have much experience with the girls the first time around, because I kind of got guys encroached on me so quickly. I was only 22, so I had like all the guys preying on me, you know. But yeah, I'm 41 now. It's all the women. Well, the guys would, but I don't let the guys, because they all know I'm married. Well, they didn't at first, and so I had the guys kind of try it, and then they found out I was married, and now they've kind of all backed off. So thank goodness. Some of them are still a little inappropriate, but most of them, there's a handful that are still a little inappropriate, but I'm like, whatever. Just deal with it. There's always gonna be the guy that's a little too touchy-feely in a meeting. It's crazy because everyone hugs each other and stuff, and some people just kind of take it too far. But some people you can kind of accept it, like the older men. You're like, all right. There's one guy that's like a grandpa to me, but he's like, One guy gives me a kiss on the cheek, which is a little much for me.
Might be right on the edge of
It was
inappropriate.
like, I don't know if I like that. I mean, I'm a married woman, and he's a married man, and I don't know. It's just like, okay. But he started doing it one time, and he just keeps doing it every time now. And I'm like, all right. Things like that, it just gets, I don't know. Some of the things get a little weird. But there's weird people everywhere you go, you know. Not everyone is doing a good program. Some people are dry drunks.
As they say.
Yeah.
That's the phrase they use.
So most people have been in there a long time, but they're just not really changing their lives, and all they're doing is not drinking, you know. But I love going, and I'm not gonna let other people stop me from going. You know what I mean? But people will. It sucks because the closer you get, the more there's gonna be people that are gonna make it uncomfortable for you. But you just have to just bear with it, you know. Because in the beginning, there's no uncomfortableness, you know, except other than the fact that you're like, I'm new. That part's uncomfortable. But later, there are weird dynamics because people just start getting their little feelers hurt about things and getting their little, you know, their little, what do you call it? Their little, they get all mad at each other, you know, and they have their, they gotta make their amends, and they get their, you know, little tiffs. And some of the people literally have like so much family there, and then that gets weird because like, one of the guys that spoke the other day for the speaker meeting with someone's husband, and so this is the funniest thing. Oh my god! So the person that's super famous, so we all let her get away with it. She basically called the guy boring and that it was way too long. And so his wife, you should have seen the darting glares she was giving at everyone, and especially the famous lady up there. But I was like, thanks for being honest. It was so boring. Oh my gosh, it's probably the worst meetings I've ever been to. And I was like, thank you for someone saying it. But she's famous, so. But the wife was just like so mad about this. Like, wait, your husband is boring. I mean, we listened to him for an hour. It was so boring. We thought he was going to, like, cut it short, too. I think he did 55 minutes. He could have cut it shorter. And we're like, you don't have to go the full 55 minutes, you know. We would have been good with about 10 with you, but... oh, but anyways, so it's just funny. So then people are going to get their little, you know, their little grudges. But if we're in high school at times, sorry guys, I'm really tired. I'm finally getting caught up on my sleep. I literally, it was just been bombarded.
Amy Conway wishes us a happy Easter.
Happy Easter. I actually am so happy to just be relaxing.
If you don't know, she was an old hater that used to call you olive oil all the time, and then all of a sudden she flipped around at some point, and then because I don't know, now she calls me Popeye and you olive oil.
I don't look that much like olive oil anymore. I don't think so, but maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
No, but it's more of just
I've
a joke.
Healthier.
It's more of just a
I definitely
joke.
got much healthier than I was.
She's proud of you.
Yeah, we're not trying to be as small as we were before, so. You know,
are you done here? You probably went it down.
Pretty done, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take over pretty soon.
I'll grab them here. You
Yeah. We'll pass them. I'm a little bit tired because TMI, but
yeah,
lady time. So it's like I got to bed this
you
time.
have a lot of drama going on.
And then I'm actually just exhausted with these women. Like they drained me for like especially the last 2 weeks because I have 3 or 4 of them that text me every single day. The one girl literally was shocked when I didn't text her one morning.
What?
Yeah, the one that was crying today. Who was crying at the meeting today.
Yeah.
She was like, I thought you were gonna call me, and I just couldn't believe we didn't. And I was like,
oh my god, you always have to follow through with these guys, otherwise, because you really.
So I've only been texting you for a week.
They're
I didn't know it was a commitment for life.
You have to think of them like rain men or rain women.
It's like
it's like if you.
I actually thought about it, but I was actually driving.
If you commit something to them,
I would have texted her. She just wanted
that,
me to text her, and she called me on the phone. I thought you would have texted by now.
They're not going to be okay.
And I would have actually. I was going to, but I ended up driving, so I couldn't text and drive because I don't do that talk to text. Way too advanced for me. I don't like that kind of stuff. But so I can't do that when I'm driving. So I was going to text her as soon as I got in the meeting because we were going to be there a little early, and she was so she calls me, and yeah, and so very very needy.
Yes, you have dragon spirit.
Needy.
We got a couple people saying how they really just amazed at how far we've come in the last 2 years.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you for. We feel really good about how we are right now. We feel very solid with our sobriety. We are day 73, and it's not just day 73 in the sense of 73 days of not drinking. It's more than 73 days of solid program. But the reason why it's more than 73 days and 73 days is I honestly didn't even have a sponsor in the beginning, and I wasn't doing the steps or doing my readings, or praying. So as soon as that happened, then pretty much I could stay sober, because it's God. And so but even before that, which was, so we're almost we're 90 something days of being back in the program.
They're saying how good Annette is doing.
Yeah, because it was 25 days, I think, around when what is it from? We went from December 28th to January 22nd. How many days that is? I think it was 24, 25. And then we reset, and then now it's been 73 since
so they're saying,
the 22nd.
What they're saying is you can just look at Annette, how happy Annette is, and how happy Annette is a direct reflection of us.
Yeah,
Annette Annette will tell you everything.
When I was drinking,
Annette?
periodically, it was almost always involving Annette because me and Richard would get in a fight, and then she's right by our room, so she would hear the fight, and then I would storm out, and it would really upset her, and then she would be really distraught the whole time I was gone, and she would even sometimes be like, go with Richard to go look for me and stuff. So she was very involved in that, which was not good.
Not just that direct stuff, but just like, overall that we're doing good, so she.
But but that direct stuff when I drank was not good because we didn't mean to involve her, but she's right there. So if I'm drinking, I'm like unaware, and she kept getting involved in that. Ultimately, when I finally quit, I yelled at Gloria and Annette on December 27th. And just yelled at them for no reason. I mean, I was just yelling stupid stuff at them, really mean, awful things. I was just drunk, and they made me mad. Gloria started calling me a drunk or something, and it pissed me off. She just called me, you drunken lady, and she was like, made me mad. And so then I started yelling at her even more, and then she's like, you drunken lady. And so it just turned into this big, stupid, yelling thing with me and her, and I was just like, this is so ridiculous. The next day, I realized, and I yelled at Annette too that night, and I was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm literally yelling at an 82-year-old lady and Annette. It was
Petru
ridiculous.
says yelling is a bad habit. I hate when I yell.
Well, yeah, I haven't yelled since I've gotten sober. Not even, maybe I yelled that night I relapsed. That night I relapsed, I probably yelled. So on the January 22nd. But ever since then, I haven't yelled. There's no reason to yell when I'm sober. But when I was drinking, it was just always heard that way. Usually just because people would tell me to stop drinking, I get mad. Or tell me I was drinking too much, made me mad. They tell me I shouldn't drink anymore. One of those three things. Usually trying to stop my drinking or ragging on me for drinking, that would set me off. So Gloria kept going, you drunken lady. I said, shut up. You shut up. She said, you're a drunken lady. It's so funny. I just remember her saying that, drunken lady, you're a drunken lady.
Is that the Nightmare Before Christmas?
What? The night before? Yeah, I know. You know what? This is the crazy thing. I was trying to stay sober for Christmas and New Year's, and I stayed sober for Christmas. Okay, so I drank on the 23rd, and then I stayed sober for 2 days for Christmas. No, 3 days. Christmas Eve, Christmas, and the day after, and on the 27th. I couldn't do it anymore. So then I drank, and then that was this horrible, where I'm yelling at everybody. And then the 28th, I was like, forget it, I can't do this anymore. And that's when I went to the program. But then I had the one relapse on the 22nd of January. But I did make it through New Year's sober. I was like, I'm gonna, because I almost missed Christmas. I luckily was sober for 3 days around Christmas, but then I was like, because I often will miss, when I am drinking, I often miss the holidays. So I stayed sober for New Year's and for our wedding anniversary, which was 12 years on January 1st. So. All right, you guys, I had fun. Year one, I'm lunch time. Yeah, are you hungry?
Oh no, I am not hungry at all.
That was breakfast. I think I'm gonna make my nibblers. Those were wonderful, by the way.
Did you enjoy those nibblers?
Yeah.
Good.
And I love my chair.
Ugh.
Thank you, buddy. All right.
Give me the microphone.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Thanks.
Thank you, everybody. I had a great time.
Come on, guys, you're coming with me. Hold on 1 second. Let me clean up my desk here. Oh my gosh. Hi, Nat.
Hi.
You want to say hi?
No.
No? Okay. Annette said no. Not interested in chatting right now. That's all right. We can chat. 5 minutes. So what's up, playa? What's up? Oh, man. How are we feeling, everyone? How are we feeling about things? Are we groovy or not groovy? You know, I need a different sound for today. I'm not feeling that one. Screaming, come on, why aren't you? You're gonna be like that. I haven't played that in a while, huh? Let's tune the guitar now. In the meantime, chat, how are we doing? These are, hey, what's up, man? I love it. Go, Joy, get my visor.
Okay.
I need my visor. Great idea. Who was that? Jeff. Awesome. I love it. No, not today.
Oh, you should.
Later, hon. But thanks for, anyways. Okay, buds. What are we saying here? Let's do a little old school golf rock. You guys want to do some golf rock? Yeah, I agree. Let's do it. Let's hell yeah, we're gonna do it. Thanks for bearing with the old geezer. Takes me a minute. What was that? That was a great idea. Alright guys, listen. I got shit to do today. I mean, not really, but my point is I don't want to be doing anything right now. Oh, J.A. Martello. What's up, brother? Right on, right on. Hope you're having a great Sunday, bro. All right. Okay, I'm gonna clear out of here. I'm gonna clear out of here, bros. Back to stage. You all say goodbyes now. Say your goodbyes and then we'll be on our way. Yeah, most likely. But you know what, though? We're kind of on the tail end, Petru. So I figure, let me do something I enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I'd be stoked if I were to go play my guitar and there were 34 people surrounding me, like watching me play. I'd be pretty damn stoked. So, I know, and I realized when I showed up there was 70 people, and then I started playing guitar, and now there's only 35. But still, in my brain, I'm taking that as 35 people showed up for me. It's part. Listen, it's part of my. Well, you could say whatever. It's part of. Some people might call it like a childhood, like a childish delusion. Okay. I mean, it's kind of like I'm playing guitar in my head. I believe 35 people showed up to watch me play. I'm deluded. I agree. But why would I break myself of that delusion? I mean, that seems like it's a healthy one. I mean, not healthy necessarily, but harmless, other than the fact that, maybe you start to prefer a deluded lifestyle. I don't know. Thanks, Petru. They sure did. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you really can't prove it either way, I mean, you could, I guess. Someone could, somehow do a freeze frame, track IP addresses, and ask them, why did you go to that stream, and why did you leave it? I don't remember. Yes, you do remember. And we don't let them off the hook either. I don't remember would not be an answer. We whoever is going to be doing this research would interrogate them harder. See, that's how my delusions start to work. Yeah. My sponsors got me writing a book. You guys know that, right? I know, it's crazy. But he knows a lot of people. So shit. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking about, but the thing is, I don't know if he's gonna be happy with it because I'm taking it fiction. I don't know if that's what he meant. But I'm going straight fiction. And it's about a character named Ginsu. And he's a cop. A cop you can trust. Annette!
Yeah.
Who's Ginsu?
How you can run to?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, come here. Tell him for me.
No, I'm alright.
Oh, I'll tell him. Sorry, I thought a cop you can trust. Ginsu is, she said, no, I'm all right. Ginsu is a cop you can run to. So, Annette and I have been working on it. And so it's like a covert operation thing, but it's not covert. It's like underground stuff, but not underground. I don't know. It's hard to say how the story even came about. It just kind of unfolded. I don't want to divulge too much because, well, then you won't buy the book. That's what my sponsor says anyway. Don't tell me what. No, he never said that, but I know that's what he would say.
Okay. I get it. No.
I'm sorry. I know you guys want to talk to Annette, but she's very, very busy. She's working today. I know it's a holiday, but she works holidays. You don't understand. I mean, when you're working for justice, it's not a Monday through Friday thing. It's every day. Every day. I mean, someone's got to do it, right? Sure, we all want Sundays off. That's awesome. But not everyone can have Sunday off because how would our lights come on? Wouldn't that suck if everybody took Sunday off? Then there'd be no electricity. There'd be no lights. Right? Where'd you get water? I don't know. So my point is that some of us do infrastructure, and we're fine with it. It's like I mean, look, I've taken enough from this world. I'm guilty of that. It is. I mean, I only have. I don't know how much time I have left. I do know it's a finite number, but even with like the best case scenario, I'm not sure that's enough time for me to pay back everything I've taken. Everything that's been, well, I shouldn't say taken, given to me. Things were given to me that I have to pay for now. I don't have to, actually. But if I want to keep them, I do. If I want to keep these positive things, if I want to keep this thing, when I talk about, I'm talking about material things, dude. Okay, see, that's where we're on a different plane. That's why there are some folks who work with infrastructure and others that need the holidays. If you're thinking right now that I was talking about material items, I suggest you go find yourself an Easter bunny and go look for some eggs, because take the day off. We are creating infrastructure here. So we're not in those modes at all. I'm not saying Easter eggs. I love finding scavenger hunts are awesome. I'm not downplaying that at all. I'm just saying, go do that. Go do that. That's where your head's at. That's where you need to be. The guys in here right now, we're doing the infrastructure. Cheers to that. Cheers to the infrastructure team. Yeah, look, we did it. We did it all from the ground up. We did it without a brand new car. We sounded fresh without a brand new song. We don't care what kind of brand you are. We're more concerned with the kind of man you are. What your principles and standards are. You understand me, y'all? Yar? You understand me, Yar? Hey, happy Easter, Jedi. Hey. No way, Big Irish. Cheers to you, buddy. We're having some Waterloo. Oh, we're having a Waterloo. Let me ask you a question. Waterloo sounds very UK-ish. Is that was it British? I know you say Big Irish, so but it could also be Irish. But I don't know. Scottish, Irish, British. What would you say all that dialect would be? But whatever that would be, is what? Does that sound like something? Does this come from England? Is this Waterloo from England? Dig it, yeah. Some say, listen, you guys are kind of making fun of me because of the way I'm dressed right now, but it's not my fault. It's like, you guys know that we were, well, who's here? We got infrastructure team? Okay. If this is just the infrastructure crew, then you guys know that where we were this morning, we were in 1988, and yeah, and we were at a golf tournament. Just kidding, we didn't go to a golf tournament. This is how people dressed in 1988. I mean, what are you talking about? So, I just got back, and now, you're right. I probably should come back to, what year is it now? 2026? Oh man, where the time goes. Whew. Okay, now, what we need to do is, just give me a second, guys. Just give me 5 seconds. Just give me 5 seconds, all right? Because you don't understand. Time travel is a bitch. Takes a second. Let me get back to where I was. Okay, now, I'm sorry, apologize for the 1988 golf out tire and everything. Now I think you'll find this much more appropriate for, you'll probably recognize me better now. I'm almost positive you will. Yeah, hey, it's me. See, I told you. Cheers. Yeah, no worries. I don't blame you for being scared. It's cool. It happens to me too. It's kind of weird. It's very, very disorienting, Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when you fall asleep and you wake up and you can't tell if it's like like morning or night. It's like 7 a.m. You're like, oh man, is it 7 a.m. or 7 p.m.? You can't looking around. Now imagine you're on an airplane. Okay. Now imagine that you're on a 5-hour flight in any direction, east or west. Okay, and you're traveling over 600 miles per hour. Now imagine waking up in that state and looking around and trying to figure out if it was day or night and what time it is, when the Earth was also shifting at the same time as your plane was time traveling. Right. One of the easiest ways to understand, to conceptualize time travel is an airplane. Perfect example. Earth spin, plane moves, time travel. Okay. Thank you, Petru. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go back to my normal look now because I can't see without my glasses, and now I can't read the chat. So my apologies to chat. But I did need to take off my shirt, and I did need to do something with my hair. Let me see how's it looking. All right. Well, man, I'd love to chill and hang out, but you know. The best thing that you ever did, Dick, was getting... You didn't like the white specks? Yeah. Kind of changed my personality a little bit, didn't it? And look, with my hair down, you know, I'm just chilling, relaxing. Oh, it sure did change my personality. Well, I have this theory that you know, when you get to a certain age, like, okay, we want to know where aliens are. They're right here. They came in the form of what we think are inanimate eyeglasses, but really, these are aliens. And you know, I mean, I know it's kind of scary if they were like, oh hey, don't worry, an alien's just gonna sit on your face and eyes and cover everything and like, you know, affect your brain and personality. You'd be like, get that thing off of me. I've seen Alien. It's terrible, you know. Eats from the inside out. So they said, no. We'll just make ourselves look like a pair of glasses. All right. You order them online. They come here. But really, these are, you know, living beings, and put them on. And, well, it's, you know, a couple things. You either listen to direction or you don't. But it's like, it's up to you. And if you decide not to, there's no penalty or anything. So it's like, kind of, you don't even realize they're there. Hey, oh, hell yeah, Jimmy Page. Down, down, down. Let's do it. Oh, I tuned my guitar, wasn't I? My moderator says, though, that this clears out the room. I like to think that it keeps, like, it filters the room. It doesn't clear them out. It filters it. Sound on my guitar. I sound like this with a lot of reverb. Hey, baby, you heard the news? Eddie's back in town. Yeah. Next request. Yeah, it was just a theory, man. It was just a weird theory. Thank you, Petru, for defining it. What we do here often is we brainstorm. We come up with, well, you know, like for example, we invented modern day credit card processing right here. You know, little things like that. So we just kind of let our brain flow. It's an active work session. It's a free thinkers thing. But like I said, that's why I wanted to make sure we had infrastructure crew. And last I checked, everyone here had their infrastructure ID, correct? You had you have your ID, and on it should say infrastructure crew on it, and that's how you know you're part of infrastructure crew. All right, Angie, do you have your ID card? Does it say infrastructure crew? Or are you GP? Just look on your car. If it says GP at the top, that's general public, okay?
I have a good hat for you.
Oh, great. I put on the mask, by the way. I don't think they liked it. Oh, jeez.
Come on, put it on. Come on, everybody.
I don't know. I kind of think about it.
I love it.
All right. I feel like I should be in a movie with like Walter Matthau or something. Okay.
You're like those guys, the Canadians.
Oh, cool. Gotcha. My numbers are going down. I think the hat is ruining my numbers. Okay, so I have another theory now. Okay, hats. Those are enemy. Those are enemy aliens. Okay. So not all hats. Visors are cool. Gilligan hats are cool, but a lot of hats, unfortunately, are on the dark side. So you wear one of those hats, and next thing you know, you're out there. You're beating people up. You're splitting lanes. You're doing crazy stuff you would never ever do as a human. You'd never stick yourself. You'd never put yourself on. You'd never say, "Hey, look at that. There's a big combustion engine filled with gasoline, flammable fuels that has as much horsepower as that Toyota Camry right there. And I'm just going to put two wheels on it, and I'm going to sit on it and put a seat and go." Like, you would never do that unless you had a hat. And that's, I mean, not to mention a lot of people who wear hats are in the governments. That's why they passed the hat law. You have to wear a hat. Well, it makes sense, because you probably wouldn't be doing it if you weren't wearing a hat anyways, right? I mean, who in their right mind would get... I mean, look, I got a big motor out there on my washing machine, okay? The thing spins super fast. It spins super fast. I'm not just going to put two wheels on it and start riding around the neighborhood. Although now that I mention it, it seems like it's a good idea. See, that's why I don't wear these hats. I was having a hard time, and I started laughing because it did seem like a good idea for a minute. All All right. Okay, here I have a theory though too. You should always make friends with your hats. You know, I mean, you can't spend your whole life like fighting. At some point, you have to cease fighting. And I don't mean like quit or give up, surrender. You know, it's like, hey, I'm just done. Like cease fighting. Just like kind of then, like just walk off the field. Like, hey man, you're fighting. Like, hey man, forget it. You're like, what? Like, yeah, just walk off the field and be like, I'm done. I'm out of here. And everyone's kind of like, what's going on? And so if you do, so that's kind of where you want to be with your demons or your hats, as you call them. Oh right, we got shit going on Twitter today. Last night I went to the I was out shooting out on the strip, and I drove into the Caesars parking lot, and I was gonna park in the garage, and I was gonna walk around and shoot the inside of Caesars over at Club Omnia, which I eventually got to. Almost didn't though, because what happened was, as I was pulling in, I noticed that the gate, the parking gate, you know, they have the gates where you pay to park. Someone drove right through it. Blasted right through it. I was like, whoa, broken parking gate. That's crazy. I wonder why they did that and what's going on. And so then, well, actually, let's back up. Literally back up. Before I came in, I saw down the way some police activity. I pulled out my camera. I didn't even know what it was. So I started filming it. And then as I pull in, I now see the broken gate. And then I'm like, those must be connected. And then I started hearing all this shouting, which I thought I heard first, but then I wasn't sure. And then I confirmed it. And once I realized that they were shouting, I said, holy cow. I've got my camera on. I've got let me go over this. So I jumped out of my vehicle as you guys have probably never seen me, but people everywhere have seen me do this, where I'll just be like, and it's like, I gotta go. It's like I'm like a first responder cameraman, but like that doesn't do anything, just takes video. I'm here first. I beat the first responders. Can you help me? No, man, I'm just here to take your picture. I know, it doesn't make any sense. I'm just laughing at how ridiculous I am. So, whoa, that mask is a little weird, actually. Now I'm kind of looking at it in retrospect. That's what I was saying, Vicky. That's what I was trying to explain. I said I should be in a movie with Walter Matthau, is what I said. And Fargo would even be a better one. That's a much better movie, much better one. Okay, yeah. So I drive in there and the thing's open. So I leave my car. I go over there and I start filming. I start filming some activity that was going on. Guys, he got some guy there yelling at him to get out of the car, which is very interesting. And he gets out of the car. There's another guy, and then I turn around and then there's like 10 girls, like in bikinis. And this is like at midnight. And it's like, what are you guys doing? It's like, they're like asking me questions, like, what are you doing? Like, what are they doing? Like, I said, I don't even know. And they said, how many people were in the car? You know what they looked like? I was like, oh, you think these are people you know? I said, I think there's only 2. And they said, okay, well, we're looking for somebody with 3. And so then I go upstairs, the 3rd level. The whole thing was surreal is what I'm saying. It's like, here I drive in, the gate's broken at midnight, that's weird. Then I've got like the situation with like a real live cop situation in front of me, you know, with cops hanging out. And then, yeah. And then, sorry, I got distracted with something else. So yeah, so then I got the real life cop situation. I turned around and then got all these women in bikinis. Oh, thank you, voices. But that's up to you, Petru. You run that stuff now. You can do that. That's not, do whatever you want and remove whoever you want. I don't care. I just don't have to deal with it. Oh no, you're not. I actually got thrown off before you texted me. Either you interrupted me ESP, which would be way cooler. I mean, or I'm just a little bit of a scatterbrain. No, not actually. I'm not scatterbrained. It's like I have monitors up, so I'm looking at numbers, I'm looking at things, I'm looking at messages, things. So it's pretty easy to get distracted in the middle of a story. So anyway, so back to my story. So that was just what was so real. Oh, but wait, I'm not done. So then I go up to park my car, and then I get out of my car and I'm going downstairs, and all of a sudden I think to myself, I'm just kind of doing my Jedi thing, just saying, instead of going to the casino, let me go this way, and let me go see what's in the Uber. I don't know why I thought that. I just saw the door open, and I thought maybe it was open for a special reason, but I realized it was always open, but I thought it was open for a special reason, so it was kind of called to me and said, hey, listen, come through this door. There's something through it. It literally was saying, it's not normally open. I think it has something to do with what was going downstairs, and in fact it did, but not the door. But going through the door, I then looked out this thing, and as soon as I look out there, I see some dude booking the third guy that the girls were looking for, booking as fast as he can, and then right behind him are 3 LVMPD cops in a canine unit chasing him down the way, and everybody upstairs is all, oh man, he's gone, he's free, he's out of here, and he had outran them. But if you've ever been to Vegas, it's not quite that easy, because these blocks are way too long, and he was way out there, but then he got to the end of the block and he looked down one way, he's like, oh man, I don't think I can keep going. And he just put his hands up. It's like, wow, that was a funny ass story. Katie, oh, I'm so glad you're still here. I was worried you weren't here anymore. Oh man, I don't know why I was worried, but I was. You and I, we got some sort of weird, I wouldn't say animal attraction, but I would say the opposite of that. Okay, good, we're on the same page, for the most part. I never met a Katie that I didn't like. I know, me neither, bro. That's my problem. Why is that? What is up with Catherine? Don't know. My best friend when I was in college, he was dating a Catherine with a C. Is that the same? Anyways, he didn't like her, but I liked her. I thought she was nice. I mean, but she wasn't the same kind of Katie. Oh, you notice that? I knew you would. That's why I did it. I knew it'd bug you so much. As soon as it came through, no hard feelings. Come on. Okay, I won't do that again. I thought it'd be. Well, look, you can write all the shit you write down there, and it makes you laugh, and your friends laugh. You guys give each other high fives. It was my birthday week, kinda. Yeah, it still was. And so let me have it was entertaining to me. It was funny. I screen capped it though, if you really want to see it. If you felt that it was important enough for you, wanted to keep it it was good writing or something. No, it didn't bug. Yes, it did bug you. Stop lying. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to me. You can't lie to me. Well, I already told you we're connected ESP wise, Katie. Of course it bothered you, and I won't do it again. I won't. I promise. I'm the truth teller. You're the liar. Oh my God. I'm the truth teller. You're the liar. See how fun that is? Cheers, Katie. Well, hey, listen. Today is a holiday, so I'm guessing that's probably why you're in jovial spirits. Because I know in the Jewish faith, this is like, right? So I was gonna make a joke, but it might not land right. I do that often. Okay, truth tellers. I think we've had quite a fun afternoon. I think we can agree to disagree. And since today is a holiday, we're doing a ceasefire. We're just laughing to keep everybody's spirits up and go have a good time. So go spend some time with your family, everyone, and have maybe a chicken and I don't know what you guys having for dinner tonight. I'm thinking chicken and rice. Huh? Chicken and rice sound good to you guys? That's what we're gonna do. Oh, well, we can do the ham, but what if I have guests over that only drink coffee? Do some cleaning. I know, I'd love to, bro. Internal cleaning. Water enhancers, huh? I don't know about those. I don't have any experience with that. I would be interested to learn about it though. Well, thanks for being the best part of my afternoon. Well, that's kind of a half. It's like every moment I try to make my best moment. Like I love it, no matter what it is. And so sometimes people are like, dude, how did you have fun doing that? It's like, I don't know, that was the best thing I've ever done. Again, I might be deluded. I can easily delude myself. But I've just learned how to do it in like a way that seems harmless other than the fact that I'm deluded, okay? But I'm just like, yeah, man. But it just sends positive vibes when instead of like complaining and bitching about everything, I'm like, bro, everything was freaking awesome. In fact, this is the best stream I have ever been to. And it was all because of Katie, and you, Petru, and you, Praxi, and you. I guess that's all who's here right now. Because of you three. I know it's not quite as big as the scene in It's a Wonderful Life, but maybe someday it will be. Job done. Job done. Do some cleaning. Oh, wait, those are, oh my gosh, okay. Katie, this is how old I am, okay? So this is why it will never work between us. I'm way too old. Like, even with glasses, I thought that Praxi and Katie were the same person. So I thought you were talking about doing some internal cleansing. I don't know what you would call that. If that was a tactic, I guess you'd call it the Mr. Magoo. I wasn't trying to Mr. Magoo you. Oh my gosh, Katie, you crack me up. You crack me up. All right. Hold on. Use the grape flowers and tell them it's lean. Listen. One of these days, you're going to finally understand what it's like to be free and cleansed of everything and to be euphoric. It's so fun. In fact, a lot of people in the meetings don't even understand it themselves. I see a lot of grumpiness because you know what? You know what they're doing? Speaking of drugs, let me ask you this. I'm sitting to a guy who says he has 19 years, and he does, but he's sitting there with a canister of gum that says right on it, this is a drug. This is an addictive drug. Okay, so you're an addict and you're taking an addictive drug, and it literally says it there. It's not even a joke. Then you have the coffee drinkers, just jacked up on the caffeine, and they wonder why they're irritable, restless, and discontent. The only reason why I bring it up is because today the topic was someone was talking about they were trying to quit sugar and flour because they noticed that it caused a huge dopamine spike, and it's an amazing, and that's great, but then it also has a crash, and then the follow up, and then It's just this sort of, they realized that you could use it as a drug. And since I have some experience with that, I found that to be very, very interesting. You don't mean that, Katie. I know you're being sarcastic, but thank you for being nice anyways. But the thing is, though, that but the cool thing is, though, that once you kind of get out of this mode of this like reward thing, like I don't know you, Katie, so I don't know what you do. But most people have like this thing like, hey, I'm going to not eat any sweets all week or whatever, and then on Friday I'm going out to dinner, and then I'm gonna order whatever I want. I'm gonna get like whatever I want. So this sort of like reward thing. So this whole time you're waiting for the food you really want while you're depriving yourself here. What is that called? Right, white knuckling it. The point is this: how can you be happy, joyous, and free, not irritable, not discontent, if you are constantly thinking about, oh, I can't wait till Friday, and like, I'm eating lunch now, but oh God, I don't want to eat this. I don't want to eat this salad. And I can't wait. I want to go to, we're going to Applebee's, and I'm going to get me a milkshake, and I'm going to get like a big apple pie for dessert, but I can't do that every day. That'd be unhealthy. So I'm just going to eat this salad all week. But what happens is that reward thing that you create, then suddenly will make you, it's like this, like, okay, once you eat that, first of all, you're distracted all the way. You're not really happy because you're not eating what you want to eat, okay? And you've set yourself up for that because you literally said, on Friday, I'm going to eat what I want to eat. So everything here, I'm unhappy. Meh. That's one way to go about it. Then when you get there, you're actually going to do the sugar and the stuff, and then you're going to remember why you don't do it every day. The same thing like with alcohol. So then you eat your apple pie, you do your milkshake, you do whatever, ice cream, and then the next day you pass it, that night you don't feel that great, you don't have the best sleep, or maybe you pass out and you wake up, I don't know, but the next day you don't feel great. I guarantee you don't feel as good as when you're eating the salads all week. So then you say, okay, I'm not going to eat that stuff for all week long, and you do it. The cycle continues. So you get these spikes, rewards, and what I'm saying is if you eliminate that whole reward center process in the brain, it makes it a lot easier to dealing with the things that are really hard to deal with, like alcohol and other drugs. Most women have an iron deficiency. Yeah, that's so true. Katie's retracting all her messages. That's okay, Katie. I don't mind. But just so you know, it's like, you probably don't know this, and I don't really know this either, but someone here, probably Petru could probably explain it to you, that when you do that indicates to everyone here something. Like I'm here and I'm talking directly to you, and then you deleted all the stuff you just wrote to me. So, no, I just told you guys I'm not into the win-loss thing. I ceased fighting a long time ago. We're not doing that anymore. I've stepped off the field. I'm now standing over here with Katie, making sure Katie's okay. Katie, you okay? She's okay. Hi, Olive Cat. How do I eliminate it though? I actually don't know. But what are we talking about? Excuse me. Right. That's the trick, man. Okay. That's a good question. I'm not gonna let's think it through. What you have to do first is it's going to be a little pain, right? Because we've ingrained this reward system so much in us, not just with food, but everything. Get a straight A. What do you get? Reward, right? You do good at your job. What do you get? A raise, right? I mean, it's a part of how we've been conditioned. And it all goes back to how you condition a dog, right? The whole raise concept, the whole like jumping through hoops, the whole like, rewarding somebody for hard work is the same thing as when you have a dog and you give them a treat. The dog could eat other food, he can do whatever, but man, that treat's pretty good, But once you get that dog in that reward thing, man, it's locked in. So to get out of it, well, number one, we have to stop eating the stuff that is causing the issue. So we switch from real sugar to sugar substitutes, which we have now. We didn't have those when I first did this. Not like we do now. You can get those Owens. Those things are great. Those are all natural. You don't want to do those long term, but you can do those initially as you kind of come off the sugar. Other than Mr. Hook, hey, give that guy a winner. JM, you won that. You won today. You are a winner. That is exactly what it is. Mr. Wilson. I kind of felt like I looked like Walter Matthau in one of those movies. But yeah, that's a winner, Dennis. Dennis the Menace's neighbor or his dad? I know who you're talking about though. What did you say? Mr. Wilson, that's his neighbor, right? Yeah, it's the neighbor. Today that would be a totally inappropriate relationship. You'd be freaking out if your kid was hanging out with Mr. Wilson all day. All right. I'm going to, we're going to clamber off the stream. I think we did a 3-hour stream today. I think that was good. Congratulations to all the winners today. And even bigger congratulations to the ones who did not have their outcome come out the way they planned, because you learned something more than a winner will ever learn. You learned, you earned a nacho character today, whereas the winners didn't get that. They got the trophy, which is cool. Trophies are cool, but character development, that costs a lot, and so you got that today. So let's roll with that. And I'm going to get out of here, and let's have a great day, guys. Happy Easter to all those who celebrate it. For those who don't, I don't know, do you guys want to go bowling or something? Because, I got a lot of free time. I'm just kidding. So have a good Sunday, you guys. Yeah, be happy, you guys. Be happy. Be happy. To it by myself. Oh, yeah, we should end with the song, she says. Let's diss it.
Yeah, it's a brand new day, y'all. You're all gonna hear this one. The sun's shining loud and clear, bright and early. Listen.
I don't hate players. I don't love the game.
I'm the shot clock.
Way above the game. To be point blank with you, motherfuck the game.
I got all this work on me. I ain't come for play.
You can show the little shorties how you pump and fake, but dog, not today. I'm not impressed. I'm not amused. I'm not confused. I'm not the dude.
I'm a grown man business. I am not in school. Put your hand down, youngin'. This is not for you.
On my J.O.
With beats by Kanye, yo.
Name on the marquee, your name off the payroll.
Style fresh like I'm still a day old.
It's been like that since the day-o.
On more time than a rolling old Seiko. Step up on deck, your neck, do it like say so. Get up or get out, get down or lay low.
You're standing in the shadow of a fabulous man.
Vegas Jedi I am. That Jedi, that dude. Black people, white people, let's move.
Shout out to my man, Khalid Kweli.
Yes,
We on top of Shada. Check it out.
Slim Jedi that casts a big shadow. Cherokee Red to shoot the long arrow. You've got more skill, more aim, and more ammo. You can get it all with a big or small barrel like Hail Mary, Holy Grace. Jedi's come in and shoot up the place and make you pull up your face. The deck, a pull of an ace from the jungles of the Empire State, where it ain't no escape. 247-718, and that's like every night, every day.
From the place that I settle and stay.